Aquarius, what's going on? I hope you're really well. This is Madam Butterfly and this is going to be a love reading for April. But just whenever it happens to float into your timeline is when you were supposed to get it, Aquarius, because it's timeless. Whether you're new or whether you're a returner, thank you so much for checking out the video. You're so welcome here and I really appreciate it. If you find that the reading resonates with you and you like you like the channel and stuff, feel free to like and subscribe if you want to do that. I would love that. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to get a personal reading with me, the link is in the box below. So Aquarius. This is you're either incommunicado with this person, or like if you are talking, they're not really been giving you a lot, but you can expect to hear from them soon. They really are quite in awe of you. They really want commitment with you. This is what they see with you, Aquarius. God, they really are very impressed with you. There's a 10, the 10 of Wands wanted to come out here, okay? So I would say this person's been kind of working on themselves. There's some kind of, they've been kind of leveling up for you, right? They're kind of stepping into their power here. That's why there's kind of not been a rush. But they're really kind of letting go and letting the universe take over here, because I think they're not really sure what this connection is, because it's very strong, I think. They've really fallen for you very hard, and you know, it's adorable, Aquarius. You're kind of coming up here a little bit as the Queen of Wands, okay? Like, did that focus? Like, very independent, very fiery. They maybe think like a little bit like you don't need them, right? Or maybe you're kind of not interested because you're so like independent. You're kind of like, meh. Yeah, like I see you, I'm busy, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get to you later, like leave me a message or whatever. But they love it. They love that you've kind of got them whipped a little bit, I have to say, man or woman. They're just loving this energy, I think. But the thing is, it's a very strong connection for them with the Lovers card and the Queen of Wands here. Like, I really feel like you bring out a lot of passion in this person. There's something about your demeanor, because there's so much, you may not feel it, but they see like a lot of self-love and confidence and like fire, and you know what I mean, like really standing on your own 2 feet here. Very successful, I think, as well, just an all round. They just think you're wonderful. But I think there's a lot of passion here, and they really feel it's like a very deep connection with the Lovers card. Like, it's someone that you feel really speaks to your soul. Like, there's something about this connection. Because the Lovers card is, I mean, it's a soulmate card. It is the card of true love. But also, I feel like there's something, they feel like they can really be themselves with you. You know what I mean? Like, there's no kind of, there's just something really real about you, I think. They really like it. They just love your energy. They're very impressed with you. For what they're thinking about you, it's ridiculous. You have the Empress, like what they think about you. So, by the way, this is mother of children, okay? Yes, it is. For some of you, this person is thinking of you as the mother or father of the children, okay? Just saying. Don't bite my head off. Yeah, but they're seeing you as like a very kind of it's like you radiate value. Do you know what I mean? Like self-love, self-value, really very abundant, like things coming to you, very positive, very confident. 9 of Pentacles, which is exactly the same energy. Someone who's very independent, you know, really stands on their own 2 feet, especially financially. This could be a man or a woman, but someone who really knows their worth. It's awesome. The Emperor, they think you're a boss as well, is the thing here. Like, you're really coming up for this person as like boss energy. They love it. You might be a little bossy or something like that, I don't know, but they love it. Like, you really have this, they are whipped. I don't know what the hell you did to this person, but they are whipped. yeah, they really respect you a lot. They may be, again, I'm coming back to this, like, you maybe, did I say this already? Like, maybe not very expressive of your feelings. There's like a little barrier here, I think, because, yeah, they kind of see you as maybe like you could express your emotions a little bit more with them. Maybe a little bit guarded. But there's this kind of, it's funny because you have this Queen of Wands here, which is you, right? And then they're showing up, their energy's showing up as this Page of Wands. So it's kind of like, if you see the way he's kind of looking, it could be someone younger than you, but like, I'm kind of picking up more here that it's like you make them feel a little like a little boy or like a little girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, they kind of, because you're showing up here is very powerful. This is how they perceive you. So it's like you really make them like, you really, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say intimidated because they love it. You know what I mean? But it's yeah, they really look up to you. Put it that way. They really look up to you, and they think about commitment with you all the time. This is what they think about all the time. So this is my card of thinking. So a whole lot of thinking about a life with you, thinking about how they could build this with you, like thinking about how happy you guys would be together, thinking about that house, that car, that commitment, marriage, engagement, the whole 9 yards. This is what they want with you, and I think they daydream about this a lot, Aquarius. God, they love you. And there's another energy here. See, I'm just being really drawn to, if I can get the card to focus, the way that the lion is kind of looking adoringly at this woman. There's an element here of you're very much the one in control, but they love it. I'm gonna keep saying that because see, with the King of Swords, this can be someone obviously very intelligent because it's a swords energy, and you know, Aquarius, like, you guys are very intelligent, but this is kind of someone who's not great at expressing their feelings. They may feel very deeply, you know, they may have a lot of like really deep loving feelings for someone, but they're not great at expressing it. So they may, there's kind of an energy here of like, I really just keep coming back to, like, you're very much the one in control here, but again, there's just this adoration. It's so cute. It's so cute. In fact, I want to talk about these first because I think they're relevant, and then I'll come back to this. You also have the Judgment card, the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, and underneath that is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something here about balance, and I feel like it's both of you because it's clarified by self-worth. There's because even though they think you're incredibly powerful, and I'm sure you are, there's still some issues here around your self-worth that you've been healing recently. So I feel like this is both of you at the moment are healing issues around self-worth. But your person, so this is talking about your person, so they are stepping into their power at the moment, okay? And this is kind of so they can match your energy, or at least how they perceive your energy. You know, it kind of reminds me of, like, you know that Amy Winehouse song, the Ladyboy song? And she's talking about, what does she say? She's talking about him kind of deflecting to her because she's of like who he thinks she is. Do you know what I mean? So it feels to me like they feel like they have to level up to match your energy. So they're stepping into their power here, which is why I think there's been a break, because you may be kind of like, what's up with this person? Like, they never tell me what they're feeling, or like they never make a move, or they don't call or whatever. But there's like a leveling up happening here. Also, I feel like this person could have been hurt in the past because there's some suspicion going on here. This is why I paused here. Sorry, Aquarius. There's a little bit of suspicion happening here, but they're leaving it behind. they're really thinking a lot. This person could be really in their head a lot at the moment, which is another reason why you have this delay. Because that's what they're showing here. This 9 of Wands, which is suspicion. Okay, if you see the way that this little dude is looking at the other sticks, he's like, oh my god, I'm so suspicious of you. So there's a little bit of kind of suspicion and lack of trust here that this person is leaving behind to come towards you, because honestly I feel they're just blown away by you, is what I keep getting here. And the Hermit, they've really been in their head a lot, this person, doing a lot of thinking. But yeah, they have the Panther spirit, reclaim your power. So again, I really feel like this person's leveling up for you. It feels to me kind of like meeting you has kind of re-inspired them. Because it's a reclaiming of your power. So this could be something that's been going on in their life for a long time. Like since childhood, maybe they were a bit, not weak, but maybe they didn't stand up for themselves as much as they should. Definitely not weak, but you may perceive it as slightly weak, or other people may have perceived it as slightly weak, but I really think it's because they're such a nice person, to be honest here. With the Bear spirit, they're taking some time out. So that's kind of... Focus. Focus. Oh my god. I'm losing it. This camera. There we go. All that just for that. Take time out. So they're it's also a 9 card, so they're taking some time out to kind of reflect here, because they're nearly at the end of their cycle. With that 10 of Wands, they're nearly at the end of being able to kind of have this new thing with you here. You also have the Groundhog spirit. I'm not going to try and get it to focus. Time to let go. So they're really kind of letting go of like they're what they were clinging on to before, like this kind of like lack of trust, things that may have gone pear-shaped in the past. You know, they're kind of letting go of it and they're finding freedom. They also have the Squirrel spirit here, which is believe in yourself. So again, I'm kind of getting more of a I feel like both of you are kind of dealing with issues of self-worth here before you can come together, but they're feeling very peaceful. And I feel like this is your doing, because it's like you showed them the way, because you are so independent and you are so fiery and you pretty much just do whatever you want, you know, to an extent, and it's kind of inspired them. They're really, I think, things that used to worry them a lot, like they may just be kind of not caring so much what other people think. You know, there's an element here with the Pig spirit. It says use your mind wisely. So there's like, I really think you've kind of changed the way this person thinks in a way, like things that they maybe thought were important before, they're not so into it now, because Aquarius, like, you guys are the thinkers. Do you know what I mean? You're thinkers. Like, you always like to know things, you like to learn, and it's kind of your job here was to come here and collect information, which incidentally is what you're doing at the moment. That's your leveling up, what you're going through at the moment. So you may have kind of inspired this person in many ways. And you have the Antelope spirit, life is speeding up, which is also a 2, which is a union card. I think this is going to happen fast. Like when this person gets their stuff together, I think this is going to happen fast, because you have here, you have the Knight of Cups, which is an offer. This is somebody trotting along to offer their cup of love, Aquarius, to you, their overflowing cup of love. And you have the Tower, which is something happening fast. Okay, so get ready, get thyself ready. And in your near future you have, so the near future can be a couple of weeks to 2 or 3 months here. So I think in the next week at least, there's not going to be movement forward, okay, because you have the Temperance card here, which is like a balance, patience, kind of moderation card. But I feel like you guys are okay with that, because you're going through an enlightening at the moment. more of an enlightening, which I'm going to come back to at the end, okay, because I know everybody's not into that, but yeah, there's a kind of a patience, and not like a waiting, it's not a hanged man, you're not going to feel stuck. I just think there's like a little bit, this week there's not going to be contact this week, but you may get it the week after you watch this video. Not from the date of the video, from the date that you see it, because the 8 of Wands is like fast movement forward and communication. And it's going to bring you some kind of peace, I think, with the 4 of Swords. It could even be that there's like communication and then there's a little break for some reason. It could be because you're busy. It could be because you want time to think about it. It could be because you're not sure, because you have the 9 of Cups right after that. So this is very much an energy of being completely happy where you are. The 9 of Cups, having absolutely everything that you need and being really grateful and being really happy in your life. That's the 9 of Cups. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like communication and then you're going to have some time to think about it because you're actually quite happy where you are. Or it could be like there's a little break for some reason, like I don't know, it could be something to do with things that are going on at the moment. It could be like practicalities, but either way, this news that you're gonna get is you're gonna be feeling very peaceful and happy either way. You have the Sun here as well, so like further confirmation of like being super happy. This news that you're gonna get is gonna bring some kind of enlightenment. That's why I think it's gonna bring you peace. Because sure, with an air sign, like, you know, I think it's like one of the worst things to be ghosted because you lack that information, you know, which is, I think it's just the worst thing for an air sign, like people not telling you why, because you're like, just tell me why. Like if you just tell me why, then I can move on and live. But I feel like there's going to be some kind of information here that you're just going to be happy and enlightened with whatever's coming. And then I think there's going to be further communication that really takes you off guard. Because the Page of Cups is like, is that focusing? The Page of Cups is like unexpected communication, and it's usually something very sweet. So you're going to have communication from this person in your near future, with maybe a bit of a delay after it for some reason. But definitely communication. And in your outcome position, see, you have this King of Wands, okay? So this is your man or your woman. Still not making a move, still in the background, still spying on you, still watching, still healing, still leveling up for you, not making that move, but dreaming about you, daydreaming about you, loving you from afar. And then I believe you're going to have some kind of date. Okay, so it could be something to do with like the lockdown lifting, or it could be it's just kind of divine timing. Like you guys might go out on a date or something like that, or there's going to be some cause for celebration. And with the 3 of Pentacles here, this is like building something together. So it could be that you guys end up moving in together or something. Maybe that's why there's a wee delay here. But it's like, yeah, because you have the 10 of Pentacles right after it. So it could be that you guys just decide to move in. You know, especially with everything that's been happening, because it's kind of difficult to know what's going to happen, right? Because you're kind of like, well, is there going to be another lockdown, or like, what's going to happen? So it could just be that you guys decide you're going to move in together with the 10 of Pentacles and the 3, but this is building something together, and it's a long-standing commitment with the 10 of Pentacles. This is 2 people committing to each other and making something permanent. And yeah, you're gonna get this communication, and I think it's gonna be this could be a whole new life for you. There's gonna be a lot of mental clarity that comes in for you. It's gonna bring you a lot of peace. You're gonna be feeling very peaceful. There's gonna be a lot of mental clarity, and with the World card, this is like the summing up of events. You know, this is like the last card in the tarot. So it's like the conclusion of things, the ending of cycles. So this mental clarity, I think, is gonna, because I think you've been suffering from self-worth issues as well. I think that's why the Justice card was there. I think this period apart is so that both of you can be balanced, because no matter what, this person may think you're very powerful, but, and I'm sure you are, but it doesn't mean you're not having self-worth issues. But this relationship I really feel is going to end those for both of you. This person, yeah, you're a light in this person's world. Okay, you may think that they don't think about you, or like you're like, why haven't you come forward, or like, why haven't you asked me out, or like, why haven't you moved this forward? But they think about you all the time. All the time, but they're not gonna rush. They're not gonna rush. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Yeah, it's gonna happen fast though. Like when it does kick off, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna progress through the stages very quickly. So it could well be something like you end up moving in together very quickly. Because I feel like there's not a lot of barriers here for some reason. So it could well be a soulmate connection, because those tend to move quite fast. You are my sunshine. Bring this person a lot of happiness. Oh, you're so beautiful. They just think you're gorgeous, Aquarius. They think the world of you. Money, legal problems has come up, so they might be having some money problems that's kind of distracting them here. Not unlikely given the current circumstances, right? Or just generally in this world, because how you ever, you know, anyway, not going to go into that. Union coming. So yeah, I feel like you've been waiting quite a long time for this person to get it together, but I think they will fairly soon. I think you're going to hear from them very soon. And soulmate, yeah, this person's thinking of you as a soulmate. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. You yourself, Aquarius. Just move these out of the way. You're definitely ascending, which is appropriate because in was it October or November last year, you had the Star of Bethlehem, basically the dawning of the age of Aquarius began, essentially. And obviously it being, the age of Aquarius, you guys are key players in that role. The reason that you chose to be born, because it's a choice, under the sign of Aquarius, is because you are the knowledge seekers. You're kind of right up there with Cancer, like the knowledge seekers, the teachers, the kind of finder-outers, you know, the wanting justice. And obviously knowledge is enlightenment here. You have the Dragonfly. Okay, this is a card of transcending. This is a card of spiritual enlightenment. And it talks about essentially truth transcending illusion. So you may find at the moment, since around about October, you may have found that you've become a lot more interested in spirituality. You may have found illusions about the world falling away. And you may have found yourself not wanting to be around people. Because maybe, I don't know, maybe you need some new friends now because you've had this awakening. Can't talk to the same people about the same stuff. Maybe you don't want to drink anymore, all this kind of stuff, maybe. Or you don't want to drink as much as you used to, because that happened to me. So sad for a Scottish person. So sad. But this is you're ascending at the moment, essentially. You're having a spiritual enlightenment. So it's beautiful energy. And you have Krishna here. It's a beautiful card. It talks about devotion. It says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you are loved unconditionally. I feel like this is talking not so much about this, the commitment, but they want you to trust your spiritual guidance, because the thing is with Aquarius, you guys are so, like, you're like, you know, I'm a Gemini myself, so like air signs, like, it's all logic based, you know. So it's like if you can't prove something, you know, your brain is like, well, I'm not going to believe it. Like everything has to have a basis in like science or a basis in reality somewhere, like a logical, you know, like a logical process that you can follow, otherwise you're not going to believe it, right? But I feel like since you've had this kind of spiritual awakening, it's almost like you're kind of fighting with yourself because you're having these synchronicities, but then that kind of logical part of your mind is still trying to fight it. But they're saying trust your guidance, okay, because it is, you're not making it up. It is your guides talking to you. It is the universe giving you synchronicities. So let me just read the book. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental, emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. Aquarius does that anyway because you're so balanced and you like things to be fair. I think they just want you to know here that you can trust the spiritual guidance that's been coming through, because you may have questioned it, like I say, because you're so logic based. I do feel like Aquarius are being fast tracked though, I have to say. So like your spiritual awakening may be happening faster than is kind of normal. Anyway, Aquarius, went a bit off topic there, but I hope you enjoyed your reading anyway. I enjoyed reading for you. If you did like the reading and you found it resonated, don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that. Thank you for watching and come back and see me soon. Don't be a stranger. Bye.